Good morning. So we have, I've got my computer here. I'm going to talk about some good things going on in the world, like I have been the last few days. And at StyleBlueprint, we are definitely embracing finding good things to bring to you. Before we get into that, though, I really wanted to talk about our elderly in the community and different ways we can support them. So it's heartbreaking, as I know you all know, or maybe you didn't know and you're just now hearing about it, but families grappling with not being able to visit their loved ones and, hearing from them, on the other side of the window. But not all of them have families, too. So, my question to you all is, if you know of a way that we can start connecting people to people in nursing homes or people who are in their homes that are scared to get out, that's something that we can really help spread that message, and we'd really like to spread that message. The other thing, I did have a comment yesterday, and because it's on my phone and my phone is being used to record this, I can't read it. It was on StyleBlueprint's Instagram, though, from a nurse in Atlanta, just really wanting to make sure that everyone realizes that they do need to have their social distancing right now. They, stay home if you can stay home. When you go out, make sure that you are, at least 6 feet away from people. Wash your hands. They are at her hospital. That she said they're starting to get overwhelmed. So we need to remember that. If you have a nurse as a friend, as a cousin, as a sister, remember them right now. Doctors, remember them right now. They don't have the option to stay home. So we need to protect them also, because they're the ones on the front lines of this for us, okay? All right, so with that, we're gonna get started with some happy things, and I'm gonna go through them pretty quickly, okay? Or at least try to. I'm kind of a long talker. All right, so here's some 5 good things that happened yesterday. And of course, since we have several markets in StyleBlueprint and we're kind of putting in some other ones, it's probably gonna be about 9 good things. But hey, more good things the better. So we had a reader who responded to our article about putting out Christmas lights. She's like, I just, that sounds like a lot of work, and the holiday lights were terrible at hanging them, but it inspired her. So she brought a banner outside yesterday that they made, and I want you guys to see this. I'm hoping I'm doing it right for you to see. Am I doing it right for you to see? I have this camera stand today, so hopefully that works. But on the front door is this banner, and it says, "It's okay." That's awesome. Everyone walking around the neighborhood will see that. Okay, almost every day we have a story about a big tipper, and I mean, amazing. So a couple stopped by for an early dinner at Irma's Southwest in Houston on Monday, and when it came time to pay, the husband wrote on the bill, "Hold tip to pay your guys over the next few weeks." And he left $1,900 in cash, but there's more, and put $7,500 on his card. So that is amazing. So that's a good one to go on StyleBlueprint and read about today. Yesterday we talked about I Spy and different ways to play I Spy with hearts and windows, etc. So people can walk around the neighborhood. So that, I hinted that there's something else going on like that, and there's an egg hunt initiative. So we are in Lent, we are in the Easter season, and kids know that, and they know that there's no egg hunts that are going to go on this year. So the one way that you can do it, though, is to create eggs, put them in your windows, have your kids create them, or make something to hide in your garden or your lawn, but not hidden too much, enough that when you're walking down the sidewalk, someone could possibly see it. And that way they can take pictures of them, and they can figure out how many they put together in the neighborhood. They can talk about how many eggs are in their basket, which is probably going to be in a photo folder on their phone, on their mom's phone, dad's phone. Okay, so free food gift gesture. So Hayes and Amy McPherson are owners of a Memphis favorite called Comeback Coffee. And they went to University of Memphis Law School and Medical District yesterday, and they just handed out all sorts of free breakfast sandwiches and pastries. Again, we have a lot of people who are not allowed to stay home right now because they are out there, medical being one of them. And so they were handing out free breakfast biscuits. That's amazing. Great job. Okay, this sweet girl in Franklin, Tennessee, she's 11 years old, and of course her birthday party was canceled. So what did she do? She took all of her little party favors and unopened gifts, and she put them out on a front porch, and they put it out, I think on Facebook or the neighborhood listserv, and just said, hey, come get them. I want to give back to the community. And then there was another girl who was 5 who did the same thing. So anyway, that was pretty fun. And with that, there was the feedback from one mom. I just took my 7-year-old on an adventure walk, and she picked out the unicorn lamp. Thank you so much. It's tough to fill long days, and y'all's kindness is making it easier. That is so great. All right, so here's a little funny. This meme, it just cracks me up. On this buffalo plaid right here, can you see this? It says, homeschooling's going well. 2 students suspended for fighting. 1 teacher fired for drinking on the job. I mean, we have to keep our sense of humor right now. All right, so here's another one. We have this in our Birmingham edition. Yo-Yo Ma, amazing cellist, and he, let's see, he was box cello suite number 3, specifically for healthcare workers, stating, this is great. It's the quote that's so amazing. Plus, whatever you hear, Yo-Yo Ma, it's amazing. But your ability to balance human connection and scientific truth in service of us all gives me hope. So that's great. You can see his performance on Facebook. And if you go to styleblueprint.com/Birmingham, in today's article, the updated 5 happy things going on, there's a link to it there if you can't find it otherwise. But I think if you search on Facebook, you could find it. Okay, let's see. Oh, this is another good one. Okay, this comes from our Memphis edition. A Memphis resident, frequent, one of our writers in Memphis, Gay Swan. She's fabulous. And so, a lot of restaurants have closed or they're doing curbside. So this one restaurant, though, in Memphis, Tambouli's Pasta and Pizza, is now Tambouli's Mobile Deli. And what they're doing is they've partnered with local farmers and artisan food producers, and they're going around and getting food from them and then delivering for them as well. So with the grocery stores under so much pressure, this is a great way to help customers and local farmers. Plus, they're donating 10% of their profits to the Mid-South Food Bank. It's pretty great. I love that. Okay, this one comes from Nashville. Gintervention sanitizer is a thing. Okay, there are several distilleries throughout the South doing this, and this one is a local Nashville distillery called Course Air. And so in an effort to try to help curb coronavirus, the distillery is creating Gin, G-I-N, Gintervention, which is a hand sanitizer made from the distillery's gin, and will be donating the product to local restaurants, food service establishments, bottle shops, and community organizations. So they have details on their Instagram page. That's at Corsair Distillery. And if you're reading this saying, no, there was all that stuff going on around about Tito's vodka and how you couldn't make effective hand sanitizer from it. It's all about the strength of the alcohol, so I'm sure that they know what they're doing. But basically, my understanding is, if you have 150 proof alcohol, like I think that's grain, isn't it? You divide that by 2, and so you have 75% alcohol, and you need to have at least 60% in order for it to be effective. So there are a lot of distilleries who are using their equipment to make like these handmade batches of hand sanitizer, and they're all giving them away for free, is what I understand. So pretty cool and amazing. It's Friday. It's been a tough week, but there are bright spots in every week, and including coffee when we wake up. So cheers to you. We'll be back here tomorrow, and we're going to keep going with this. We're going to find happy moments and we're going to spread cheer. But going back to what I said at the beginning, I want ideas, like really good ideas on how we can help people who can't get out right now, especially people with compromised systems, but the elderly who do not have the same, not all of them, some do, same proficiency with technology that the rest of us do. So if you have ideas, please send them to us. You can either put comments underneath this or email them to me at Liza, L-I-Z-A, like Manelli, L-I-Z-A, .graves, G-R-A-V-E-S, at StyleBlueprint, I know it's very long, StyleBlueprint.com. Otherwise, have a great day. Thanks for being here. Cheers.